guests at Cottage Grove are scheduled to get in for free this Saturday night. They are also doing an Easter egg hunt for the kids at intermission. They've got over 1,000 eggs filled with prizes for the kids.
Wow.
Yeah. And I bet they're going to need more with the first 100 people getting in free. All those people standing in line.
Mm-hmm. That's a really kid-friendly track down there, too.
Heather does a heck of a job promoting that place.
She does.
Got to give her props.
We went down there for a race a couple of years ago and pulled in there with the 53-foot elevator hauler, and there was a line. There was probably 200 people in line, and they're all looking at us like, "What in the heck?"
Yeah,
because it wasn't a big race or anything,
right?
But it was pretty cool. They have an awesome spectator base, if you will.
Have you seen the World of Outlaws at Cottage Grove?
No, I've seen them at Lebanon and Medford.
Okay, the World of Outlaws at Cottage Grove is the definition of insanity.
Oh my gosh!
Now I was there for the initial show, and I think it was '93. I went down there with my Uncle Mike.
Yeah,
and we got there what we thought would be early. We were way back in the line. When we got in, we sat down. We were just past the flag stand, about 3 rows up. Don't ever do that at Cottage Grove. I'm telling you.
Didn't you wonder why that was open?
Well, check this out. So I'm not kidding. This actually happened. So we're watching the race, and they're coming out of 4, and they're throwing those cars sideways just past. I mean, right, and it's just a wall of clay and rocks.
Aren't they?
Oh man, we're talking back then. They were just hitting they were still in the low 10s. I think they're in the 9s now.
Saldana hit 9.
That is insane.
Oh,
I mean, insane.
9-second lap. My gosh.
Yes. So we're sitting just past the flag stand. They're throwing them sideways just about where we're sitting, and just a wall of dirt and mud and rocks. And they made an announcement of the PA that they were going to open up the party bowl. What the hell's the party bowl? They opened up the flag stand, and anybody who wanted to go stand in the pit area to avoid getting showered with rocks and all the debris could stand down there and watch the race. We were the first one in line for that. We stood down there in the infield and watched that World of Outlaw race, and I'm telling you right now, that's one of the neatest things I've ever done.
Cottage Grove's a nice track.
When you watch those guys from the inside of the racetrack, and you can see in the car and watch how hard they're driving those cars, and they're wheeling down the straightaway, and oh my gosh, it was it was crazy to watch that, but a whole lot safer than being in those first 3 rows.
Yeah,
because that's it's like warfare, man.
The first time I went down there was probably 2002 or 2003, and I happened to hear about World of Outlaws on the radio, so heck, I'll head down there.
Mm-hmm.
Never been there before, so I walked in, got my ticket, and where do you want to sit? I said, I don't know, I've never been here before. Oh, you're a first-timer, huh? Well, yeah. Well, this guy he's going with me, so I followed him, and we sat right above the entryway there behind the flag stand.
Yep.
Up above everybody, and I just had a blast.
Yeah.
Everybody's friendly down there. It's not that Lebanon's not friendly, but it's a different type of people down there.
They're very blue collar.
Yeah,
very passionate about their racing facility.
They get off work at 5:00, and they're at the track at 5:15.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's no joke. I mean, they are hardcore about their racing in Cottage Grove, and with what Heather's doing down there, she's really, she's bringing Cottage Grove back, to what it used to be in its glory days.
Yeah.
She's doing a heck of a job.
Do they have a lot of sprint races?
That's, yeah.
I see.
Down there every week, yeah.
I saw Kenzer Cox had a sprint car posted on Facebook. Looked pretty badass.
They, traditionally, Cottage Grove has been known for the sprint cars, but they've got some great late model drivers down there.
Oh, yeah.
Great modifieds too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
A lot of talented modified drivers come out of that southern area down there.
It's only a quarter-mile track, but it's a wide quarter-mile track with lots of banking.
Well, that's the thing. What you just said that makes Cottage Grove so unique is the banking.
My God, they drive wild down there, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Yeah. Well, Widescreen was saying it a couple of weeks ago on the show that when you sit in the pit stands in turns 3 and 4, when the cars come in, they disappear. You can't see them.
You can't see clear down to the bottom of the track.
You can't.
No.
You really can't. I mean, the cars are gone there for through the apex, and you see them when they come out. But
And
those
talk
are
about getting sprayed.
Yeah, they're not banks down there. They're cliffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. But that's what makes that place so fast, because it really isn't a very big track.
No, it's tiny.
I mean, they say a quarter mile. It's a quarter mile on the outside.
That is a momentum track.
Yeah.
It really is. And the way it's banked, your entry into the corner, your exit, the way that thing is banked, you just stay on the loud pedal longer than you think you can.
And you better be careful coming out of turn 4 because the way that thing rolls off and that front stretch wall is there. How many race cars have we seen get tore up there?
And turn 1 and 2, you got a paddle scraper out by the creek. You got a radio tower in the middle, and then you got trees over on the...
Well, and they've got that, it's a well, I'm going to say a natural well under turn 1 that messes with the surface there. And
right. Sometimes they can get that packed down tight to where it doesn't make a hole, and sometimes...
Well, I've seen that place get pretty rugged down there in turn 1. And
gives it character.
Oh, man. That is a place where you better be on your A game. Cause
I can't remember who it was who went off turn 1.
It's kind of like a ramp, Dukes Hazzard ramp if you drive off turn 1.
I have seen guys go off the top of 1, go around the back of that radio tower and scoreboard, and come back on the track on the exit of 2 and keep going, and they've only lost 2
that's the way it
positions.
used to be at Lebanon.
Steve Kinzer did that at Grove.
Yeah.
Kinzer did it and came back on the track airborne, Russell style.
Yeah, Russell style. There you go.
I can't remember whose modified it was, but they went off of 1 and was kind of losing it, and the only thing that stopped them was the paddle scraper, and they moved the paddle scraper.
That's a dangerous thing.
That's not good.
It's scary.
Man.
Man. So, July 29th.
Yes.
This season, which is 2017, Corey.
Yep.
I had to listen to the last show. Is the Rick Barnes Memorial Race. I'm getting more information on that now. So, the Rick Barnes Memorial Race, for those who weren't listening last week, Leah Cady and Justin Cady are putting on a memorial race for Rick Barnes, Turn 3 Rick. It'll be the 29th of July. Modified, Super Sport, Street Stocks, and Hornets are on that night. It's being presented by Lassen, Toyota, Chevrolet, and RV out here in Albany. They've come on board as the title sponsor for that event. I'm trying to pull my notes up here real quick. So they are selling laps for $50 a lap. So if you want to purchase a lap, that $50 is going to be split between payout and a donation to further the safety of the racers in Rick's name.
Well, he was big on that.
Oh, it was huge.
That was his thing. So with that said, tell us how much it's going to pay to win the modified feature that night.
I don't have the exact payout that night yet, but what I can tell you is that they're working on the final numbers, and it will be an increased payout night for all 4 classes, not just the feature event of the modifieds, but all 4 classes will see an increased payout on July 29th for the Rick Barnes Memorial Race presented by Lassen, Chevrolet, Toyota, and RV.
Very cool.
Yeah, way cool.
That's a neat deal. So glad to see. I'm glad to see somebody step up and sponsor that show.
Well, and from what I understand, Larry Lassen and all those guys out there heard what was going on. They're like, we want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you something about Larry Lassen. I used to work for him years ago, and that is a class act right there. He
is.
There's a guy that could buy anything he wants, and I'll tell you right now, you'll never know the guy had $1. Very humble, very down to earth, takes care of his employees. He supports the community. I'll tell you, one of the best guys I've ever worked for was Larry Lassen, and glad to see him step up and do that. Tim Archer is going to sponsor Lap 18. There's your first lap sponsor.
Tim Archer is going to take 18.
Archer floor coverings.
Speaking of stand-up people.
Absolutely, right
absolutely,
there.
Huh?
No kidding. So one of the new advertisers on our show as well, Archer floor coverings.
Well, I didn't say that because of that, but
just an
a
awesome
good
guy. I mean, he's one of those guys that if you need help, he's there.
Yep.
Exactly. So if people out there want to sponsor a lap like Tim just did, get a hold of Leah by sending her an email at Leah Cady. That's LeahCady 6M @gmail.com.
Okay.
And she'll get you set up with a lap, and we'll get you taken care of.
Or they can email us here, or they can, and we can send it on to her if you guys want to do that. Either
we'll
way,
get taken care of.
You can message us on Moxie Media Promotions Facebook page, and
or
we'll
call in and talk about it.
Absolutely. If you want to call in, hit us up on the Crockers Cars call-in line 503-862-3478.
That spells dirt.
That spells dirt.
503-862-DIRT.
Something Buzz knows a little bit about.
Dirt.
Old farmer.
Yeah.
The only difference between when I was a kid and now is the sandbox bigger and the toys are more expensive.
And the dirt's newer.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Sorry, Buzz. Sorry.
Tough crowd, huh, Buzz?
Dude, I want to see him whip you when you're driving your little cart when he pulls this little, is that a panther or a cougar you got?
Panther.
And there's a little panther out on the track.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
You know what I want to see?
right, I'll quit.
Oh, man. I knew this was going to happen tonight. I just felt it coming in, the energy before the show.
There's something in the air.
You know what I want to see? I want to see you getting one of these cards.
Dude,
I am calling you out right now on the
you
air.
want to see me in one of those carts?
Yep.
Two guys that have spent their lifetime horsing around with pickups in a harvested ryegrass field. You want to see in a couple of carts?
Mm-hmm. I want to see him in a cart.
Ooh.
I bet you people would pay for that.
Look at him. He's getting nervous. Look, he's already got sweat beads on his forehead.
He's thinking,
You know what?
He's already thinking about how to
You
set
know what?
it up.
If people sit there, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I will get in a cart
Okay.
at the Shriners Cup at the Cart Challenge.
Okay.
With a Shriner's hat.
No, I'll wear a helmet. I will wear a helmet and a fire suit.
You're going to need a helmet.
Trust me, I will need a helmet. But in order to get me in a cart, our fan base and listeners have to raise $750 to go to the Shriners.
Whoa.
You pitch in $750, I will get my butt in a cart.
Okay.
and
You,
go
me,
race.
Warren, and Buzz. The four of
The
us.
Shriner's race.
It's the Shriners Cup 2017.
That sounds like an awesome challenge.
Yeah.
We'll talk Jerry into letting us go, 10, 15 laps on the cart track?
Yeah, if we got a short night,
Think we can do it?
Yeah.
Okay. 750 is the goal?
You know what? For all of us to do it, let's put it out there at $1,000.
$1,000?
Well,
all that money?
Let's just see what we can get.
$1,000.
Now, we're all pretty optimistic here. And Warren's going, wait a second, fellas.
Hang on.
Well, that would-
wait a
hang on.
second.
You guys gotta
Nice.
think that's $250 a piece. If people pony up, you can see they get $750. They get 3 of us. They get $500. They get 2 of us.
Well, as soon as we mentioned this last year, Corey and I had somebody wanting to pony up some money.
We did.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing: it will be a show.
Oh, it's going to be. And it's going to get...
Corey,
Here's-
it's going to be a deja vu of Las Vegas for you, buddy.
What, we're talking about the first race? The first race?
No, the second one.
Oh, yeah, when you wrecked me and took me on a purpose.
When I waited for you.
You got it, yeah. you got to catch me first on this one.
Oh man!
I'll put up the first $100.
Oh.
So we're
Sweet.
$100 to the goal.
All right. I got 100.
All
Okay,
right.
200 to the goal.
Warren's in for 100.
Okay, so we're getting
Joel?
there.
Yeah, you.
I'm not paying to get myself in a cart yet,
You got this new job and a fancy jacket
Look
and all
at
that
him.
stuff.
dude.
Okay.
On the road all the time.
And Buzz is used to coming into the dealership and seeing me in a polo shirt and
Well, that's old
and
days.
jeans.
That's back before.
He's sitting there
dirt.
and he's going, God, what's this guy? Did he
says
go to
he's a
doctor
farmer,
school?
But he looks like a sissy.
I ain't no farmer. I'm a salesman.
He says I'm not a farmer. That means he sissy.
Well, you can't... You can't farm in a one-piece spandex suit, snow boots, and a top hat. You just can't do it.
Why are you visualizing me in spandex, Corey?
Well, I've seen it.
That's great.
You want me to put the
There
picture up
we
on
go
Moxie?
again.
Do it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm calling you
my.
out. Put it out there.
Oh my! Look at the time.
Oh, God. It's out
We
of
have
control.
lost control of this show.
What's new?
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes on here, but, man,
Need
it's
Nick
just
Ward on
blowing
here
up.
doing a drum roll for us.
Okay, so we got $200 towards the Shriners Cup Kart Championship.
It's all going to
Joel
Shriners.
won't even answer his own challenge.
He won't.
What's up with that?
Sissy.
Sissy la la.
Fine, you want $100 out of me? $100.
All
There we
right,
go. We're at
there's
$300.
There's 300.
There we go. Buzz is thinking how many beers that isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I got
It's 20 beers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Either way, the
that's
money's
a
going
lot
to
of-
Shriners, Buzz.
Yep. That's probably going to go there anyway. Heck, I'll throw in $100.
See,
Okay,
there's
Okay, so
400.
we're at
400.
$400.
Right on.
Perfect.
$400. So
Uh,
we got to come up with 600 bones
We can do it. We can
by
do it.
when's the Shriners Cup this year?
When is it?
15th
Of July?
July.
15th of July.
Easy peasy. We got some good
Oh,
fans
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, we do.
We got some great corporate sponsors. It'll happen. I don't doubt it at all.
We'll take care of it.
Sounds great.
All right, we got to
All right,
get it.
damn,
blast.
we're already rolling for show number 2 at Shriners.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
another
good
tour.
deal. Yep.
Start filling your schedule.
You know what that means,
I give up. What?
Warren? You know what that means?
What's that? I need
There's
to get some carts
There's
finished.
some carts you need to put together.
Well, you know what that means, Corey? I
I
need some parts.
Oh, well, the parts are coming.
Well, get the parts. I can't
Dave,
do anything with no parts.
Dave gave me his credit card.
He did?
Yep.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
There it is.
Who we got here?
We got our first incoming
Miss
call,
Nikki?
Miss Nikki Gamell.
Right on.
If we can get widescreen to answer over there on the computer.
I'm trying.
Wrong remote.
I know. I'm thinking here.
Oh, my
Uh-oh.
gosh.
Now we're in trouble.
You change one thing, the poor dude loses his
I
mind.
know. Nikki, are you there?
You didn't hit answer.
I hit answer. It's going.
Hit the microphone.
Yeah, the microphone.